So a lot's changed since my last update. I've upgraded my body armor with this one. I crafted it myself. Bought the base and then crafted the rest. It's pretty GG. There's not a lot more I could ask for, to be honest. Except obviously the implicits haven't been up to their max, which is fine. I'm not really too worried about that at the moment because that's a lot of currency to put into that. I've got other more pressing upgrades before I do that. But yeah, this is exactly the chest that I wanted, pretty much. Max spell suppress, and then the additional physical reduction's huge. Putting in a resist to take off some pressure off my other slots, and then just max armor on the prefixes. So I could take off my determination, which I've done. So I've got no determination anymore. But you can see the insane amount of flat armor there. I mean, it's like it's huge. It's like 7,000 flat armor together. Because I got like iron reflexes, which converts my evasion rating to armor. It's even more because you got like double stacks, but which does evasion and armor, so it gets ups your evasion and then turns it to armor, and then that armor gets increased by the armor amount too. But anyway, it's a huge, obviously it's a huge amount of armor. Just having it alone is more armor than my determination gives me. So I took off determination. Haven't really replaced it with anything. I've just taken off some mana efficiency nodes, and then I could take off mana efficiency off my amulet, put on and better it. I had to delete the suppression tattoos on my dexterity because this armor takes like 173 dex, which is a lot. Actually, that reminds me, I could probably upgrade my blood. Probably upgrade my blood rage now. Start doing that. And yeah, I've done some small changes with the tree, nothing too major. Oh, I have this jewel now, a natural instinct. So that picks up some great nodes over here. You get 4 life nodes, which have armor and resist on them. You get these reduced mana cost of attack nodes. Oh, I'll just read it to you in case you don't know what it does. Allocated small passive skills and radius grant nothing, and grants all bonuses of unallocated small passive skills and radius. So basically anything that's not allocated that's small, so not these big ones, just these small ones, like the strength here, and that's all allocated. That's basically counts as allocated when you have this jewel here. And you can put that anywhere, you can put it like over here or whatever, but on this build it's best here. So yeah, I get these little buffs here. So if Impale effect is great. But I also get these, which are not great for this build. Attacks cause 15% chance to cause bleeding. So that means I have to have permanent, I can't just rely on a flask now for my bleeding. I have to have permanent bleed immune. Luckily for me, my helmet has slightly more armor than evasion, as you can see here. It's got 298 armor and only 200 evasion. Which means I can take this armor and evasion mastery. At the bottom there, immune to bleeding if equipped. Helmet has higher armor than evasion rating. Never take this on this build if you have higher evasion on your helmet because it kills the build, it makes you immune to poison. But yeah, if your armor is higher in your helmet, this is an easy way to get it. Other ways to get it would be just tattooing strength nodes with bleed avoid, also putting it on your boot implicits, and other things like that. So yeah. Have to have bleed immunity if you're going to go with this jewel. Or another way to do it is unallocating this and then putting on Endless Hunger instead of Headsman. You also do save a skill point by you can unallocate Unwavering Stance once you have Endless Hunger as well, because it gives you a stun immune while you're leeching. So yeah, those are some changes. And then yeah, some others just slight changes just to make things fit. I also got a new axe as well. If I can find it. Yeah. So I crafted this myself. Just the same way as I crafted. Wait, did I do it the same way? Was flat fizz on there? Yes. Yeah, just craft it the same way with essences. So I just used Deafening Essence of Contempt until I rolled T3 Hybrid, increased physical damage with accuracy rating. After that, I crafted Prefixes Can't Be Changed, and I put a Veiled Orb on. It hit a suffix, I did it again, it hit a prefix. Then Unveiled Impale. Obviously I'd prefer Poison, but getting the Impale means I could unallocate these nodes that give me the Impale chance, because it has inherent Impale chance, which was cool. And then after that, the prefixes were done, so I crafted Prefixes Cannot Be Changed, and Reforged Speed. It took me like 6 goes to finally get like T2 speed is what I ended up with. Yeah, T2, increased attack speed, which is pretty bad luck, but got it in the end. Then I had a God tier Warlord Slam with the 20% increased physical damage and chance to maim on hit, and then there's Benchcraft DD. So yeah, it is a 1238 DPS X with the implicit on it. It's got no chance to poison, so I rely on my gloves here, which I've upped to 25% chance to poison on hit, and also because I've got some free mana from Determination, I've put in Herald of Agony, which I only pretty much use for the chance to poison. It gives you, see the second line there, buff grants 20% chance to poison on hit. So with that, with my gloves, it's 45% chance to poison, which is plenty. I'm happy with that. And I think I'm just going to stick with it, honestly, because it's just the easy way that I don't lose damage. Oh, well, I lose a 25% aura. I could have like Arctic Armour in there instead, but there's no other 25% aura that does a lot for this build. I mean, it could do like added fire or whatever, but then you have to like avoid elemental reflect and things like that. But I think this build, the Agony Crawler actually does some damage, which is weird because it's like not really linked to anything. When you start getting 40 stacks, it starts actually noticeably chunking things, which is yeah. Anyway. Still got the same belt, not happy with it. I'm gonna eventually. So I've had like 10 goes crafting this. Crafting a new belt has cost me over the period of the league. It must be something like 60 to 70 divines by now. I just haven't. I've just been really unlucky with it. I want 2-1 to flat life. I want 2-1% life. The hunter slam. I want armor. And then just 3 resist. I don't really care too much about the resist, as long as they're like pretty solid like T3, T2 at least, and just whatever they are, I can, you can always change them around with harvest crafting. So that's what I want in the belt. And after I get the belt, then I can finally upgrade this ring, because I want to put dexterity on it. You can't really put dexterity on the belt, well, not the amount I need. I need 40 dexterity. Ideally I'll get 50, well I'll just get 50 with the essences. So I'll get 50 dexterity, and then I can swap out Inveterate with any, with like any node I want. That's just cool, it gives me a lot of freedom for that at night, because I'll then suppress my dex nodes again. I just need the dexterity at the moment, just to fit the chest. So yeah, basically I have to craft my belt so I can craft my ring so I can have an anoint, and yeah. So that's what our next plan. But the belt, honestly, I've sort of given up crafting it for a bit. Had a break from bricking Stygian vices and being poor, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, build's feeling good, still solid, still happy with it. I'll do a map. This is just my normal map, you'll see. Right. This is a bit higher quant than normal. It's 98 quant or something. But it's just a normal city square Harbinger map. I've got the tree, I think everyone does now. Everyone's just got the trees where you have to have your high explicit modifiers, so it upgrades it to 172, so almost doubles it. and 72% quant. And all the explicit modifiers get upgraded with that, of course. Yeah, this is what I do, just harbingers, pretty much. I don't do like, yeah, not doing the fast harbinger strat, just still doing the slow one, which is a bit annoying. I wish the harbinger prices weren't, harbinger scammers weren't so expensive. Do that Verisium soon. It's just annoying trying to click on it and then things spawn next to you and hit you when you're trying to hold it down to go max. I wish it like speed up the longer you held it, so you don't have to like sit there for so long holding the button down. Gotta kill the boss as well. If it's cleared out enough stuff, we can random things spawn on top of it. Yeah, it's my agony crawler there, you know. Get it made. Always good to get some Verisium. Seemed like that was just sitting there forever, to be honest. Yeah, Harbingers, I don't know, they don't feel so profitable. They don't feel terrible. But also, you can't really just get by on the Harbinger loot. You have to like rely on other loot dropping. Scraps and whatever. It's just the way the whole game's gone though, I think. The way the in-game farming is. If anything, Harbinger should have really got an inherent buff from quantity not being in the game so much anymore, since it ignores quantity anyway. But yeah, it's just the scrap prices really that are nerfing Harbinger. much everything. Yeah, so something I wanted to talk about was, so I've got this jewel now that gives passive skills and radius, also grant +4 to chaos res. You can almost cap your chaos res with that gem. At the moment I've got this one, 7% increased armor, which increases my armor by a lot. That 41k, if I take it out, goes down to 29k, so it's like a 30% increased armor, which is huge. Now if I put in this, you can see my chaos res is 1, and it goes up to caps it itself. So that's if like I go up against like Lycia, or if I want to take Cirrus Meteors, then I'll put it in this one. Everything else, pretty much, it's better to just have the increased armor. Or if you're going to Wildwood with those purple things, or if you're doing rituals, those purple flower things that do chaos damage. Yeah. So that's another thing as well. I'm going to be doing a crafting guide for this body armor, so look out for that. Yeah, feels good. As I said, just that little pathway I've got where I have to upgrade my belt so I can upgrade my ring and then anoint whatever I want. And then I think after that, I've got another project of mine of crafting a perfect axe, well, pretty much perfect axe. But that will be very, very expensive. So I guess I'll just see how rich I get. And we'll see how, if I run some good drops, I might do that axe crafting thing, because I'll get another, if I craft a good axe, I'll get another sort of 40% more damage out of it, which will be really good. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time, and like and subscribe if you can. Catch you in the next one. See you later.